What's going on, people? Welcome back to part 3 of how to build your trading edge. So over part 1 and part 2 of how to build your trading edge, we've gone over how to build the foundations of your trading edge. We've covered some very important questions that I think are absolutely paramount to be able to build a system that works for you. So we've taken a look at risk management, we've taken a look at psychology, we've taken a look at how much you're going to be able to be on the charts, which is really going to, make a big impact onto how you're going to be able to trade. We've raised the question of what timeframes you should actually be looking at. I just want to make a point that if part 3 is the first part that you have actually come to, I would absolutely recommend to go back and watch part 1 and part 2. They're going to really, help you build that foundation to be able to then get the building blocks to build your empire. So part 3 is most likely the episode that you've been waiting for. So if you've been following along with my videos, you will know that I have been adding a new concept into my system. But this doesn't come easy. There's a lot of work that needs to be put in to be able to figure out one concept, let alone a whole system. Because basically what you need to do is you need to be able to identify each specific intricacy of each concept, right? Because you should not have any questions by the end of the time that you've been studying and understanding the concept that you've been learning. Now, the way that I see this is I have a little bit extra pressure because obviously I have students which I am eventually going to be teaching this concept to. And if they come to me with a question that I don't have a clue about, then how am I going to answer them? I need to have the answers to every single intricacy, right? And this is exactly the same approach that you should be taking to build your own system. You need to know every single answer to every question that you may have. So when you come to execute your plan, you have no questions, you know exactly what you're going to do, and your emotions can't take a hold of you because you're following a step-by-step system that you've backtested, you have faith in, and you believe that in the long run, it will play out. One of the issues that I had when I first started is I didn't know what I needed, right? And if you don't know what you don't know, then you can't move forward very far. So what I'm here to do is give you the components in which I use myself so you can move forward in building your own system. So as we covered in episode 2, any system can really work, right? So for me and my system is based around supply and demand. So the key concepts that I need in my system are structure, POIs, order flow, liquidity, premium versus discount, pro trend, and counter trend, right? Now I had addressed every single one of these elements minus counter trend. So that's what I'm now adding in. And hopefully with this knowledge, you will be able to, complete your trading plan with every single aspect instead of having to go back to it like I've had to do. Now, my YouTube channel covers 90% of the way that I look at all of these concepts. So if you are new here and you haven't checked out any of the videos on how I go through the concepts, make sure you finish this 4-part series and then go through the rest of my YouTube and take out every single thing that you can from it. Now, obviously, we're going to need entry techniques. Same again, on this channel right here, there's everything that you can need. Now, you can follow this exact same approach if you're looking to make a mechanical system, right? Now, the mechanical system is more than likely based on indicators because what you're going to be doing is maybe using an EA, or you're going to be, following this mechanical system yourself, right? So that may be using MACD, that may be using stochastics, that may be using RSI, I may be using support and resistance, I may be using trend lines, right? You may be using EMAs, right? Or MAs or SMAs or whatever, right? There's many different things. But as we said, absolutely any system can work. It's all down to your psychology. So I want to reiterate the fact that you really do need to take it one step at a time, okay? You need to do each individual thing, each concept, each idea, each part, every single corner of this system needs to be covered. And the quicker you try to do this, the slower it's actually going to happen because you're going to be muddling yourself up. You're going to be, getting yourself in a fuss. You're going to then try and start trading. And what that's ultimately going to do is it's going to lead you down a trail of losses. And then you're going to basically just say, oh, this system doesn't work, and then chuck it in the bin, and then you're going to look for something else, right? You're then going to be back at the beginning where you first started, however long it's taken you to get to that point. And the last main thing that we need to cover in episode 3, after going over a bunch of the technical things that we need to actually look at to be able to make this system work, how do we actually gather data? How do we know that something works over the long run? You need to be journaling. Now, I have some very helpful tools spread over this YouTube channel, which you can go and check out for yourself, which are going to help you with back testing, which are going to help you with journaling. And it's basically going to lay everything out for you. Because honestly, I've done pretty much all of the work for you, right? All you need to do is sit down and put some extra work in to build your own confidence, right? That's the main thing you need to do. Everything else is there for you. I've just done pretty much everything. All it's going to take you to do is some study time and building the confidence to be able to execute day in, day out, no matter what happens. Thank you very much for watching the video, guys. If you did take value, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Let me know in the comment section if there's anything that you're struggling with, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.